Hey everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm joining the Craft Stash End of Summer Clearance YouTube hop. So myself, Lou, lots of other familiar faces, the DT team as well. We've all got together and we will each share a fun project. There will be a range of 3D makes, cards, lots of techniques as well. So hopefully it'll be a day filled of fun tutorials with lots of inspiration for you all. So I'm going to be showing you how I've made this lovely card here, but I'm not going to show you what's inside. The idea is that you watch the tutorials, you interact, comment, like, share, subscribe to the channels if you haven't already. So if you've never joined a hop before, basically if you scroll down and click on the description box or the see more, you will find all the information. So basically there will be links to all of the other creators. If you've just started and you're joining here with me, then click on the video below me. Also all the links to the product. There's also a homepage on the website with all of us over there as well, and all of the products we're using, because of course all of the products we're sharing today have a huge discount, and if you're a VIP you will also enjoy your VIP discount on top. So not only is there going to be loads of really good tutorials and lots of inspiration, but there's also some great bargains to be had as well. Like I said, it's the end of summer clearance. There's lots of lovely things over there, so do go and check it out. So that's all of the introductions from me. Let's get into the tutorial and I'll show you how to make this very fun card. So I'm going to be using the Adventure Awaits stamp set, which is from the All Summer Days collection. There were 6 stamps in this collection. You can see them all here, and apart from this one I've done a tutorial using every set, and I'll link to those ones up here. I also just pulled out this paper pad here, which is the Rainbow Ombre, and I'm going to be using that for the background papers, but you could ink your background, stamp it, use pattern papers. It's entirely up to you because everybody's theme is going to be different. Okay, so a few pieces that you need for this one. So you want 2 pieces of 5 by 6, and those pieces you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 2.5. I've just popped in pencil there back just so I don't get these pieces confused. You then want this piece here, which is 5 by 6, and this is for the centre, the middle back. I've just popped on there. And then you want 2 pieces here, which are 5.5 by 6. And these ones you're going to score along the 5.5 side at 1/2 inch and 2.5. And then on these pieces I've just put front side. Then for the frame on the front, I stuck 2 pieces together. Once I cut the frames out, I stuck them together so it's nice and strong. But these again are 5 by 6. And you just want to cut yourself your aperture. It could be any shape you want. Again, everybody's scene is going to be different. You might want to just have a small aperture and then more of a design built up on the front, and then when you open it, something, you know, pops up within the smaller area. But my window here is about, well, it's 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I did use a rectangle die to cut it, but again, something near to that size, you can cut that by hand, use your trimmer. It's very easy to do. So fold and burnish all of the pieces. I recommend you work your score lines both ways. So I fold them all that way, and then I'm just folding them back like so. So you want to have your main 5 by 6 piece, which I've just marked middle back, and then you want the 2 pieces here that say back, and then you should be left with your 2 pieces that say front sides. These little 1/2 inch tabs here are going to attach behind this piece, and it's going to fold like so. And again, I just wrap that one around the back. Okay, like so. Now they won't join, so don't expect them to. All right, you are doing it correctly. Now, just to ensure that I've got nothing overhanging, I'm just going to snip a little bit off the edges there, and I'm going to just use my quick grab glue here to stick these down. So just glue all the way down your tab there, and then just push that right into the fold there and bring that tab around to the back. Okay, and then again with this one, and make sure everything's flush with the bottom. When you open it up, you want it to be able to stand by itself. And I'm just going to rub that writing out. Okay, now I'm going to stick this piece down on the back. Now you can do this once you put the frame in. It's actually still quite easy to decorate, you know, when it's all together. Now I've cut this slightly under 5 inches wide just so it fits in. Just lay it down and make sure they fold in without it buckling, but keep the 6 inch height. Or if you may want to have a little border, then I'd bring it down to 5 3/4. And I'm going to use my construction glue now for this. This is just going to start to really strengthen the back of the card. Okay, so that's sticking down nicely. Okay, so I've just stuck one side down because I just wanted to do a test. Now, really, I should have done the main panel at 4 7/8 as well, just under 5. So I'm going to edit in when I told you the size of this back piece here was 5 by 6. It needs to be just under 5 by 6, so more like 4 7/8 by 6. Because when these fold in, these top ones, when they fold in, they need to join. And with it being the measurement I originally gave, it meant you had a gap, and you don't. You want that to be completely closed up. So you can see when I stick mine on, there's a little bit there that you can see. I'll just trim that off, but you won't need to do that because you'll have the right measurement to start with. So to attach these, you want to add your glue all onto this panel here. So, and you want to make sure that you've got the fold facing inside the card, 1/2 inch tab on the top, and you'll have that overhang there. That's what you want to have. You will then just focus lining that up with the very outer edge of this piece. But for me, I'm just going to come in just a smidge because mine are being pulled, my sides are being pushed out because that's 5 inches underneath. But again, yours will line up. So just make sure you line it up with the edge there and it will all, you know, sort itself out. The main thing you want to do is make sure that they sit and fold flat and the folds join perfectly. So if you do have any overhang still, even with that measurement, you can just go in there and just trim that off. So now what will happen is when you pull your frame out, they will fold round and it will expose your scene inside. So I'm going to take my frame and run my glue. I'm going to stick with the construction glue just so it's nice and strong all the way down that tab and also this one. I think what I might do as well is just snip a little bit off the edges there. It's optional, it should all line up fine, but just in case. Okay, bring it all down flat and then you want to lay your frame down over the top there. You should have an equal kind of pull tab at each side there. Okay, so once that's all dry, you want to open it up and it will flip round. You might have to work the folds here. That's why I said make sure you burnish your score lines both ways, because they do, you know, a lot of them do go in both directions, but you can see you get that really cool effect. So the panels that are on the front here will then end up being behind here. So you don't see them, but you can see how nicely that all displays. Now to decorate these two here, I've got these two pieces which are 2 by 6. But if you want to have a sentiment here, I would cut something that you want to sit within your aperture. Again, everybody's is going to be slightly different. For example, if I was going to have something within this one, I would do like 3 3/4 by 5. Stamp whatever I wanted, whatever the sentiment was, and then cut that in half. Then stick it down so that the image is joined again. And then when you go to open it, it will then obviously disappear behind the sides. I'm going to add my glue down here. I might still add, probably going to stamp a sentiment on here, but I can pop this in my stamping platform even when it's all together. So I'm just going to pop that behind there because I want this to join. You might want to cut just shy of 2 inches just so you don't get any of it buckling. And again, I'm just going to wiggle that around because you see if I pull it that way I've got a white line, but if I just bring it slightly closer it gets rid of that. Again, just to see how that all works. I've then got these pieces to cover these panels here because that's how it will be displayed. So I want the blue to be the right way up. I think, yeah, darkest at the top. So I've got 2 to go here. Now these ones I have given a white border just to break it up. So you'll see there now we've got that nice white border. So you'll want 2 pieces of 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then 2 pieces of 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. And now I think I'm going to also emboss these, so I'm going to get them embossed and then stick them down. Okay, so that's the side panels all stuck down. I've used this wood grain because I thought the wood effect went really well with the adventure and camping kind of theme. You can see it's brought out the white core of the paper there as well, so it gives it a really nice effect. And when it's flat, you get a little bit of it peeking out there as well. So now it's all down to the decoration. So I have stamped, coloured and cut out all of the images. I think I've done everything, every single one in the set. And I think the only thing I've not used was the leaves and the Adventure Awaits sentiment. Otherwise, I've used everything. I'm going to pop these up on a little bit of foam because it's already got dimension. When this all folds in, the foam's not going to cause any problem. And I would end up popping this in a bouncy envelope or a box envelope anyway. Now, what I want, so I think, and then the fire, that's what I was going to have in the middle. I'm going to stamp a few birds that I've got in my stash. And the sentiment, I think I want to have Stay Wild. So actually, I do need some space to have that. So that's how it's going to look inside. See, this will all be closed down. And then on the front, I wanted to have a very cute little barbecue set there. And what I did is I just cut a slot so that the lid can just hang off the side there. Home Adventure I want to have at the top because it's a staycation. And then I've got the guitar and compass, and then I'm going to have the camera and the utensils there. Okay, so something like that. Obviously it needs to be secure, but that's how it's going to look when you take it out of the envelope. And then when you, if I carefully can, I thought I could do that whilst it was open, whilst I was opening it. But the idea is then this, all of these pieces complete the scene when it's on display. Yeah. There we go. So that's how it will then look displayed. Maybe I'll have that one over there possibly, so you can see the Stay Wild a bit better. So that's where I'm going to go with my placement. So I'm going to just remove all of this and just show you, you can still stamp your sentiment even at this stage. So I'm just going to take my stamping platform, and you just want to use it landscape rather than portrait. So I'm just going to pop that one in there. Pick that up. Now, when you go to ink it, you want to make sure that you don't get any ink on the lid, because this is all much higher. Any ink that transfers onto the lid will transfer onto your frame here. So I can't see it anywhere else. I'm just going to ink that up a couple of times. Each time, just check you haven't got any ink anywhere else. So that's everything stuck down. I've changed it a little bit, and then when you open it up, you can see your scene and it displays itself really nicely. You could decorate these pieces as well if you wanted to. So I just want to add some extra detail. So I always use these little birds, which are from my Fabulous Flight stamp set. And I'm just going to have a few of these just to fill the space there. I don't think it needs a sentiment on the front because I've got the adventure, the home adventure there. I think that's fine. In fact, I'm just going to stick with those three there. And then I'm going to just keep that one and add a couple in here. And I think it just fills up that space a little bit. And then the very final touch is my accent glaze. So I definitely want to add this onto the fire. Always goes on a bit cloudy and it will dry clear. And then we've got to have it on the lens there of the camera. I think we need it on the door. I'm going to pop it on the front of the compass because that would be glass. And I think I'm also just going to pop it on the grill area of the barbecue and also on the tyre. I'm also going to add it on the window, but I'm going to let this all dry first and then I'll be able to get in just to do a little bit extra there. Okay, so there is the finished card. You can see all the lovely glaze there from the accent glaze, and then when you open it up it will reveal your scene. It displays really nicely. I mean, there's loads of scope to decorate this even more and have a really long, you know, scene. I think Santa's Workshop and then all of the Christmas characters and icons, decoration, etc., all decorated on the side here would look fantastic. So I think I'd like to revisit this in a DL size as well and do a slimline version. There's also the 5x7 version. So if you like this, but you're not maybe into making 6x6 cards, check out the 5x7 version. And that had another really pretty scene with it. So like I said at the beginning, if you just scroll down down now, click on the see more. In the description box you will see all of the participants today for the YouTube hop. There will be an arrow pointing you are here. You then just want to click on the video below that, and that will take you over to their channel, and then you can enjoy their video, like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't done so, and then again scroll down and you'll find the next video. So I hope you enjoy this hop today. Like I said, lots of really good bargains to be had as well, and if you're a VIP you can enjoy your discount. I will also link below how to become a VIP if some of you are wondering how you can do that. It's a really good scheme and you can enjoy lots of extra discounts and VIP content as well. So thank you for watching and sticking with me today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.